Good morning, welcome to Everyday Garage. This morning we've got a 630D GT BMW in at 2018, engine warning lamp on, so I'm just going to get plugged into this, see what the light's on, see what we need to do to get this one fixed. Okay, so we're plugged into the 630. I'm plugged in with Bosch KTS this morning. We've got 3 fault codes in the diesel unit, so I'm just, or the engine. So I'm just going to have a quick look in there and see what fault codes we've got. Okay, so this one we've got 3 faults in there. Got 1 for particulate sensor, electrical fault, and 2 for, let's have a quick look at that component. Not okay, so the radiator blind. So the cover for the radiator, there's an issue with that. I don't believe that those particular codes will put the engine management light on. So we're going to have a look at first off and deal with this particular sensor issue, which is the one I'm going to cover today. If I've still got issues with the car after, I'll have a little look at the other 2 codes that are on there. But for now, I'm just going to concentrate on this particular sensor fault and go from there. Right. Also, because I'm on the KTS, what I'm going to do is just quickly click in there and see if we've got any additional information. So there we go, mill status on, so we can see that's been causing the mill to come on. Is there any environmental data in the freeze frame, anything that's useful to the fault that we're looking at? And I'll be honest, not really. So I'm just going to come back out of that one. I've gone back too far. Just go back in. Back to my error memory. Just going to click on that and see what additional help you can get from here. Okay, can't remember exactly which one. Oh, there we go. 2BA100 particulate sensor. It just says electrical fault. So really and truly, I'm going to have to get to that sensor and check the voltage and stuff going into it. Go from there. Okay, before I put the car up on a ramp, I'm just going to have a quick look at the other 2 faults. If I double click in these and have a look at the freeze frame data, what you'll see, right, is the mill status is off, which is why we're not going to have a look into that one. And if I go into the other one as well, you'll also see mill status off, which is why we're just going to look at the particulate matter sensor. Okay, I'm just underneath the 630D now. Just going to have a look for this particulate matter sensor that is in question. Right, that's the front NOx, which sits just in the chassis rail. As we follow the chassis rail down, we'll come across these 2 boxes. This one here, if we can see that, that is the other NOx sensor, so the post-SCR NOx. And then this unit here is our particulate matter sensor. So this is going to measure particulates after the DPF. So then that will come down here and then bolt into the exhaust. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the power supplies and CAN signals going into the particulate matter box. So when I cross-reference this code, it's actually a heater control issue. So that heater control is all controlled by this unit here. If there's a fault with it, it will report that back. So I'm expecting that we're just going to need one of these sensors. So I'm going to get this tested quickly with a multimeter, decide what course of action we need to do next. Right, I'm just testing this particulate sensor the way we normally would. When we go into the loom here, you can see the 2 thicker wires. We've got the brown one, which is going to be the ground, and the other thicker wire on the opposite side, just focus in on that, which looks like it's blue and red. That's going to be your live in. So the first 2 wires we need to check to make sure that we've got a good power supply to the unit. If I look at my meter here, I've got 14.46 volts. If I load test this with my bulb, there's hardly any voltage drop there either. So my power supply is good, my wiring's all good. I'm just going to quickly check the 2 CAN lines now. Right, that's the first of them.
Okay, so the 12 volts that I've just seen there, that is what I'd expect to see. BMW call this a local cam, so it's not quite the same as what you'd expect to see on a NOx sensor, but I would expect to see this on a particulate matter sensor, so that all looks good.
Okay, just back on the 630 diesel now. New particulate matter sensor's just turned up, so we're just in the process of getting that fitted. Just got Ollie in the workshop, just removing that for us. We'll get that fitted up, clear the fault codes down, and carry out any relevant SCR system resets that are on the system. So we'll get back to this in a couple of minutes. Right, particulate matter sensor's now fitted, so I'm just going to go back in history of cars I've looked at. Select the 630D. Okay. Quickly run that for a system search. What I'm trying to do then is get these fault codes cleared down. They wouldn't clear before, so I'm hoping it's just going to clear now. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video for a second while it's searching the control units. Okay, so the ignition had turned itself off there, so we're just going to continue with this again. Right, connected, read error memory, same 3 codes that we had before. Hopefully we can clear these codes down now. Okay, error memory and system could not be deleted. May return. Okay, I might have to carry out some resets here, so I'm just going to have a quick look and see what functions we've got available. Alright, I've just gone into the 630 with our trusty old launch tool. I was expecting the KTS just to eliminate this code, to be honest, so I'm just going to make sure I haven't got a tooling issue and try it with a launch and see what happens. Okay, so it's having a go at doing something. Let's just see if we can get these 2 codes cleared for me, or certainly the particulate matter one anyway. That's the one that's putting the light on, that's the one I want cleared. Okay, finally, I was wearing away for a little bit there. Clear fault code completed. I'm just going to press that and we'll have a look at fault codes and just see if I have got any fault codes in here now. Okay, so I've got no fault codes, so it does look like I was having a bit of an issue with the Bosch software. I'm just going to start this up and see if my engine management light stays out. Let's have a quick look. Okay, let's see my engine management light in the corner there. Okay, that looks good for me at the minute. So the light's out. So I'm just going to look and see what resets are available for this part of the system, and road test the car, make sure the light doesn't come back on, and go from there. I mean, there's probably a case to be had. We do have ISTA here for using main dealer tools all the time on these cars, especially when they're sort of 2017, 18 onwards. But some of these generic tools are quick and easy to grab, and to be fair, most of the time they're getting the job done. But unfortunately, sometimes you've got to mix and match the tools to get to the job that you want, or get the result that you want. But in this one, yeah, it's good. Particulate matter sensor has put that light out. I couldn't clear the fault beforehand. I can now. I was a little bit concerned when I couldn't do it with a Bosch, but no, I'm quite confident in my diagnosis. So yeah, luckily the other tool has put the light out and the job's finished. So I'll get this road tested. If the light doesn't come back on road test, that'll be the end of this video.
For anybody that hasn't had anything to do with these particulate matter sensors yet, here's a brief functional description taken from BMW.